In a small village nestled between rolling hills, there lived a group of blind men who had long been known for their wisdom and insight. They spent their days sharing stories, discussing philosophy, and contemplating the nature of existence. One day, a traveling merchant arrived in the village, bringing with him an exotic creature that had never been seen by any of the villagers: an elephant. The news spread quickly, and the blind men, curious about this majestic beast, decided to experience it in their own unique way. As they approached the elephant, each man was filled with anticipation and excitement. The merchant, understanding their condition, encouraged them to touch the elephant, assuring them that their hands would reveal the truth of the creature. One by one, they reached out to explore this magnificent animal, each man eager to share his impressions. The first man, who grasped the elephant's sturdy leg, exclaimed, "This creature is like a thick tree trunk, strong and solid. It stands firm and unyielding, a pillar of strength in the world." His hands traced the rough, textured skin, and he felt the weight of the elephant's presence. To him, the elephant embodied stability and endurance, a testament to the power of nature. The second man, who had encountered the elephant's broad side, proclaimed, "No, no, you are mistaken. This creature is like a massive wall, smooth and expansive. It feels like a great fortress, protecting all that lies within." He pressed his hands against the vast expanse of the elephant's body, feeling the warmth radiating from it, and he imagined the strength it would take to move such a colossal being. To him, the elephant represented safety and security, a guardian of the land. The third man, who had reached the elephant's trunk, insisted, "You are both wrong. This creature is like a long snake, flexible and agile. It twists and turns with a life of its own, capable of both grace and power." He marveled at the way the trunk curled around his hand, feeling its dexterity and strength. To him, the elephant was a symbol of adaptability, a reminder that life could be navigated with both elegance and force. The fourth man, who had encountered the elephant's ear, exclaimed, "No, no, you are all mistaken. This creature is like a giant fan, wood and flapping. It brings a breeze of comfort and serenity." He felt the texture of the ear, the delicate folds and the coolness against his skin. To him, the elephant was a source of relief, a gentle presence that could soothe even the most turbulent of storms. The fifth man, who had touched the elephant's tail, offered, "You are all wrong. This creature is like a thick rope, strong and flexible. It can be used to bind or to lead, a tool for many purposes." He tugged at the tail gently, feeling its resilience. To him, the elephant represented versatility and utility, a reminder that strength could also be harnessed for service. As each man shared his interpretation, their voices grew louder, each trying to assert the correctness of his own perspective. The air around them crackled with tension as they argued, their differing descriptions clashing like thunder. They had each experienced the same creature, yet their perceptions were so vastly different. Frustration mounted as they struggled to understand one another, each man convinced of his own truth. Finally, a wise elder from the village, who had been observing quietly, stepped forward. "Gentlemen," he said, his voice calm and steady, "you have all touched the same elephant, yet you describe it in such different ways. Each of you has perceived a part of the whole, but none of you has grasped its entirety. The elephant is not just a tree trunk, a wall, a snake, a fan, or a rope. It is all of these things and more. Your experiences are valid, but they are also incomplete." The blind men paused, their arguments fading as they considered the elder's words. They had been so focused on proving their own perceptions that they had overlooked the richness of the experience shared among them. The elephant was indeed a magnificent creature, complex and multifaceted, and their individual encounters were merely pieces of a larger puzzle. The elder continued, "In life, we often encounter situations where our perspectives differ. It is easy to become entrenched in our views, to insist that our understanding is the only correct one. But true wisdom lies in recognizing that there is beauty in diversity, that each perspective adds depth and dimension to our understanding of the world. Slowly, the blind men began to nod in agreement. They realized that their experiences, though different, were not in opposition but rather complementary. Each man had touched a part of the elephant, and together they painted a more complete picture of the creature. They began to share their thoughts and feelings, listening to one another with newfound respect and openness. As the sun began to set, casting a warm glow over the village, the blind men gathered around the elephant once more. They took turns touching different parts of the animal, sharing their insights as they explored together. The elephant, with its gentle eyes and massive presence, stood patiently, embodying the lesson they were learning about the importance of collaboration and understanding. In that moment, the blind men discovered the power of unity in diversity. They learned that subjective perception could lead to richer truths when embraced collectively. As they left the elephant behind, they carried with them not just the memory of a magnificent creature, but also a profound understanding of the beauty that lies in different perspectives. They returned to their village, not just as wise men, but as men transformed by the experience of seeing through each other's eyes, ready to share their newfound wisdom with all who would listen.